Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is creamy Cajun pasta with blackened chicken. Well, I'm excited to be getting into some cool weather comfort foods, the kinds of things you want to eat when fall finally hits. And one of those things is a nice creamy pasta. Today we're giving it that Cajun spin with some Cajun spices and herbs, as well as the Holy Trinity. You're gonna have some garlic. There's gonna be a ton of flavor in this Cajun pasta, and we're gonna bump all that up by serving it with a blackened chicken breast. And while we could cook this recipe on any number of grills, I'm especially excited that today we get to do it on the new Yoder wood-fired oven. So we're gonna start by breaking down our chicken breast here. Just gonna do a little trimming around the edges. This is a pretty good size breast that we've got. If you're working with smaller ones, you could do a couple, but for what we need today, I think this one large breast is gonna be just fine. But that is a little bit just too thick for what I want to be cooking for blackened chicken. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna cut this in half horizontally. So we get two pieces that are roughly the same thickness, but are gonna cook a lot quicker now. So we're gonna give these chicken breasts a quick marinade in our Smoke on Wheels barbecue marinade. I always say this is a great marinade for any savory applications because it's really heavy on your garlic, your thyme, your lemon, and sort of a buttery base. And since we are also doing a blackened chicken, a buttery base is a great way to start because we can get our seasoning right on the outside of that buttery marinade. All right, so those are just gonna hang out there for the next half hour or so while we prep the rest of the ingredients. So we're gonna do just a little bit of knife work here in the meantime, starting with a yellow onion for our Holy Trinity. Although you could use any type of onion you like for this. I need about 1 cup of diced onion. So also going to do 1 cup of bell pepper. I know technically in the ratios maybe should be doing a half cup, but I wanted a little extra pepper in this particular recipe. Same kind of thing, same size dice as our onion. And finally we've got our celery, which we're gonna do a half cup of that celery. Let me break these down just a little bit smaller, but roughly the same size as everything else. And then finally here we've got a smoked andouille sausage. This is already fully cooked andouille. Unlike that andouille we used recently in the chili video. But the great thing about this is you can go ahead and dice it up now and get really great browning on the surface here as that fat renders out. And then you're allowed to go ahead and cook those veggies in that fat. So for whatever reason, almost all of the grocery stores or companies that are manufacturing these have decided that a 7-ounce sausage is the way to go. So that's what we've got, 7 ounces of andouille. The chicken breasts are fully marinated now. It's been a good half hour, maybe a little bit more even. I'm not taking all of the marinade off the outside, and that's on purpose, because typically when you're preparing a blackened protein, you're gonna brush a little butter on first and then you're seasoning over the top, and the browning of the butter helps with that blackening feature. So today instead, we're gonna be using our Cattleman's blackening seasoning. It's got everything you need out of a blackening seasoning, and that's gonna go on top of this buttery marinade to kind of give it the same effect. Now I am gonna wipe up some of this excess marinade now as I flip it so I don't lose all of my seasoning. And then we'll do the same thing to the opposite side. Today we're doing our cooking on the Yoder Smoker's wood-fired oven right inside our Yoder pellet grill. The first thing we'll do is take a look at the setup. We've got the oven right here over that direct flame. It's running at 600 degrees, so it's super hot in here. Now inside, this is where we're gonna be searing off our blackened chicken. In fact, we'll go ahead and throw that down now, right here on cast iron. And this has been preheating in here for the last 10 minutes or so, so it's super hot. We'll slide that back in. And then right up here on top of the oven, we've got a skillet where we're gonna cook our cream sauce for our pasta. So let's get started on that sauce now with a couple tablespoons of butter and our andouille sausage. You know, it looks like a lot of butter right off the bat, that couple of tablespoons, but that's because we're going to be using it to make our roux as well, to thicken this cream sauce. All right, we're getting a nice bit of sear here on our chicken. What I'm going to do is find a spot on this cast iron that hasn't been touched yet so it stays even hotter. And we'll look to get a little bit more blackening on the other side, as well as from that flame that lips over the top. Oh yeah, we're getting some good color on those. Let's take a look at the internal temperature. Still got about 30 degrees to go on the thicker one. It is so hot I'm gonna have to use tongs to get this other one pulled forward. But this thinner one's ready to go. It sure is. Once we get past that 160 mark, we're good to pull these off. We're getting some great color on our andouille. Great texture added as well. So let's go ahead and add our trinity. We've got our onions, bell pepper, and celery. And we just want to sweat those down here in this butter and pork fat that's come out of the andouille. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and hit this with our seasoning. We'll use that same Cajun blackening. So number one ingredient in here is salt, which is good because it helps draw that moisture out of the veggies. And then beyond that, you're getting smoked paprika, all kinds of herbs, thyme, marjoram, oregano, all those great blackening, seasoning flavors. 160 on our second breast now, so we're going to take that out. In fact, we can get rid of this whole pan. We're starting to get some good softening on our veggies here. We're going to throw this inside the oven just to bump that heat up a little bit more. So this is looking really nice now. Onions are getting translucent a bit. Our peppers and our celery are starting to soften. So at this point we are ready to add our garlic. We want a good, at least a tablespoon of finely minced garlic in here. Let's get that moving around. And then we're going to build our roux on top of all these veggies we've already added. So that's 2 tablespoons of flour. That should get us thickened up here pretty soon, but we're going to let that darken just a little bit. I know we're making a cream dish here, but it is still Cajun, so we can get a little color on that roux. So we've got a good 60 seconds or so that flour's been in there. Now I want to add a tablespoon of roasted chicken base. Now this is just going to really intensify the chicken flavor. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of pesto as well. So this is just all about building depth of flavor to this cream sauce. So now we're ready for our milk, and actually we're using half and half today. We got 3 cups of it here. All of that's going to go in. Let's throw this back inside the oven, and we'll let that come up to a simmer and thicken. Just a few minutes here and check this out. Fully bubbling. We've also got all that direct flame coming across the top. Getting that broiler effect inside the pellet grill. It's one of my favorite things about this oven. Now, this could still thicken a little bit, but I think it's hot enough now that we can go ahead and incorporate our Parmesan cheese. So I've got 4 ounces or roughly 2 cups of Parmesan. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Whisk that in until it's melted. Now we are getting supremely creamy. It looks amazing. It smells even better. And with all of that Parmesan fully incorporated, this sauce is ready to go. So I cooked up a pound of cavatappi, just one of my favorite pastas. I love the way it holds the sauce, whether it's a cream sauce or a mac and cheese. It's one of my favorite textures in pasta. We're gonna pour that sauce right over the top. Oh man, this smells incredible. So now that we've got a good mix on that, let's plate it up, get some chicken on top, and finish it off. Get it plated up here. That's looking nice and creamy. Now this recipe we're doing today will easily feed 4 people, even just with one big chicken breast. If you want more protein, feel free to go for that. But there's also plenty of veggies and other stuff going on inside. So I feel like just that little bit of breast is all it really needs. Finish that off with a little freshness, some green onions, some parsley, and of course just a little bit more hot sauce, that Cattleman's Pit Fire. All right, I'm ready to get a taste of this. Make sure I get some andouille, some chicken, all that goodness. Woo! Man, I love me a creamy pasta. I'm not a big pasta eater, I don't eat it a lot, but this hits the spot for me. Just all that creamy goodness. Strong Parmesan flavor for sure. All of those aromatics that you love about Cajun food, your andouille, your holy trinity. So creamy. And then I love just that little bit of tanginess from this pit fire on top because of all the creaminess that's going on. That vinegar really cuts through. And then that crust on the blackened. It's all the textural difference you need to complement a creamy pasta. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All Things Barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.